Not only do you benefit if you're an investor, but you're punished if you don't become an investor. Why? Because the entire system profits off of your financial stupidity. Banks profit when you stay in debt and feel stuck because now you're working hard just to pay off your debt. Now, when you're paying off your debt, what are you doing? You're paying interest to who? The banks. They get rich. When you are in that situation where you don't understand money and you just keep spending all of your money, well, who are you making rich? You're making BMW rich, you're making Rolex rich, you're making Delta rich, you're making Hilton rich, you're making everybody else rich that you're spending your money at. The person I want you to make rich first is yourself. There's nothing wrong with buying nice things, but there's a problem when you're buying those nice things and you don't have the money to actually take care of yourself first. Your boss benefits. Why? Because if you feel stuck, you're gonna feel scared to go out and find a new job. You're gonna feel scared to ask for a raise. You're gonna feel scared to take any time off because you need the next paycheck. When you feel so stuck that you need the next paycheck, you can't do anything else. The government, I already talked about this, the tax code is designed to charge you the higher tax rates if you are an employee versus an investor versus you benefit your investor. But now understand this, take a look at this, let's flip the script. When you become an investor, well now you could be the one that's generating the interest because now banks can pay you because now you can put your money into a high interest savings account and generate interest from the bank instead of paying interest to the bank. Maybe you can even invest in the banks. When you're an investor, well now you can buy the nice things that you want from the corporations and not have to worry about the price because now you can afford the BMW. Now you can afford the Rolex. You can afford the nice vacations. You can afford the beautiful cars. You don't have to worry about the price because you have assets to pay for it. Or you can invest in those companies. You can be the owner in those companies and now benefit when people spend money there. You can also understand how to use this to your advantage because now you can find a job that you love and you can work to actually grow in value in your company. There's nothing wrong with being an employee, but you got to understand the game. The way you make money is by providing more value to your company. And when you start understanding this, well, now you can start learning the game and you can say, hey boss, let me figure out how I can provide more value to you. Let me show you how I can make you more money. Because if you can make your boss more money, they will be more than happy than pay you more money as well. You gotta understand the game. Because if you just say, I want a pay raise, why? Things are more expensive. I don't care. Your boss doesn't want to give you a pay raise just for doing the same thing. But if you can understand the game and you can learn how value works and you can provide more value, well now you can see the big raises in your salary because now you understand how money works. Instead of just asking for more, you start providing more. And when you start providing more, you start getting more. You start to see the mindset shift. Then you can start to use the tax code to your advantage as well. This is why it's so important for you to start building that financial education. Start investing. I have so many videos on my channel. I'm gonna link one video for you down in the description if you wanna learn more about how to actually start investing. But this is why it is so important. And yes, it can feel horrible and overwhelming because when I first learned this, I was very angry. But here's the reality. Once you learn this, the question is, what do you do with the information? You can now go on and live your life just like every other day, complaining and crying and doing whatever, or you can start to use the system to your advantage. You can start to be smarter with your money. You can start to not spend all of your money. You can start to put money aside to invest. Start with as little as $100 a month. Start with $10 a month. Start with $50. Start with wherever you can. Then you start putting the money to work. Then you're gonna lose money at some point because investing, has risks and I'm just a random guy on YouTube. I can't tell you what to do, but you'll make mistakes. And as you make mistakes, you can learn. And as you learn, you start to see what not to do. And as you start to see what not to do, you'll start to see what to do. And you'll find an investing strategy that works for you. But it starts with that education. If you enjoyed this clip and you want to continue your financial education journey, I have another video that I think you'll love. All you got to do is click that button right over there. And for those of you who want to stay up to date on the top finance and business news, you can join Market Briefs, my free financial newsletter, by clicking that button below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.